E03, and welcome back to episode 3 of my Let's Play. In these early episodes, I think I'm going to make a point of mentioning near the start, just for anyone who's not tuning in from episode 1. I've been in this world for a lot longer than I've been making videos, so this is not episode 3 levels of project completion. Anyway, in the opening shots of this episode, you'll have seen I extended a new branch off of this path to wind around down in front of this mountain. To our new reservoir. And I built this dam. Nothing is lit up over here at all yet. Built these hydrangea bushes. Anyway, so the plan is to build like a new branch of the town over here, which I've got a name for, but I think I'll reveal that when I build a sign for it. Child. Yeah, so the next step is going to be laying out some more roads for this new sort of branch of the town. Through here, wall over there, gate, all this will be the town. Plan is to build, I think mainly in sort of like I want to do like Victorian, like wooden structures. Mostly, and like try to use different wood types. And maybe I'll try to start using some terracotta, make myself go get some of that. I basically want it to have a different feel, like it was built much more recently than all of this stuff. Sort of like it was all built in the modern era of the town, or closer to it. Which I think will sort of hopefully bridge between how that looks and then this being sort of brutalist. I might do more with this. I mean, it's very plain and textureless now. I want it to maybe look a little more old. We'll see. I do sort of like the mishmash of time periods going on, so we'll see how it feels like balanced once I start building other stuff over here. But yeah, so I think the next step is going to be clearing some trees and laying out roads. I'm going to try not to clear too many trees, like except where I'm actively building while I work on this area, just so it doesn't get super bleak for a while. Yeah. So I'll see you in a bit when I have some progress on some paths. Build in the new area, Mayor's Mansion. This is the sort of general plan for the style of at least the houses over here, if not every building. Also I got free cam installed finally. Anyway, most of the houses will be a little bit smaller than this, with the open walls under the roofs. But this will be the general style, like each one will be like pretty much a single wood type, but with all of the different like block variants for detail. The plan is to do houses over here. I think shops, maybe with like apartments above over here. And then any various public buildings for this little offshoot town will be over here. Putting a sign for this town up on this hill. So, anyway, I'll put the finishing touches on this build at least for the exterior. And then I'll probably start clearing out a couple of the plots over here. Sized houses. So yeah, get started on that. way more oak and birch. But like, these are the, like, I want to build one so I don't know if that'll work. I could do spruce. I don't have much spruce, but I mean, right there. There's actually a sliver of jungle nearby, so I guess jungle isn't out of the question, and would be good too. Oh yeah, you know what, and I just realized that it's a savanna right over there. Yeah, these will all work out. Pale oak is going to be the most annoying, and I might end up skipping mangrove too. But probably there'll be like one house each and a couple of different woods, and then I'm probably going to do like, well, I mean, this main one's already oak. Maybe I'll only do one more oak. I think for that matter, I'm going to start with another oak one. Let me figure out where I want this. The wall is eventually going to go like here-ish. I guess from, yeah, here to here makes sense along these two little ridges. Sign up there. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll tuck this in against this hill right in front of me, I think. Yeah, if I hadn't already addressed it, we have the timber vanilla twigs, and apparently when you have silk touch, it makes all the leaves drop. Actually, I mean, it's fine for oak because I still have stacks and stacks of saplings anyway, but I keep forgetting, like, to cut with a normal axe on other trees because I need the saplings and not the leaves. Step out of the inventory. I totally said I was going to go do the finishing touches on the other thing first. Do the two most immediately completable things. Which is... Let's see, can I do this? Perfect. Shoot. Just cleanse out that so it's whatever. You know what I'm realizing as I place this birch? I probably should have mixed up more birch and oak in this build. It definitely would have worked. And since I'm not going to do a monochromatic birch one, we'll see. Maybe I'll make changes later. Let's see. I should have brought the rest of the wood. Shoot. I'm just going to use spruce. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna to that later. I have to go grab deep slate again. Just gonna keep working on the thing at hand. Okay. Oak. house. There's gonna be like a little porch, like just in front of the door. Window. Window. That was too big. What the? Okay. Sometimes timber does that. It's always a child. I was going to try and talk through this build. I'm going to cut into a time lapse because I'm just doing the same thing I did over there, so I don't have much to talk through, I guess. It's mostly laying out the shape. I was counting for where the windows are going to go, and then space in between because I want to do shutters on both sides of the windows. And it's just going to be using all the different blocks for shape. Shelves, stairs, so on and so forth. So, let's go ahead and roll a time lapse from here. Okay, so we've got like 3 exteriors in this area. At least 3/4 finished-ish now. So I think I'm gonna take a break from this area for a little bit. Or maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, what I do want to do is kind of take you around some other parts of the world besides just my own base. Because obviously I haven't shown much of like resource gathering and that sort of thing so far. I will say, for the most part, for resource gathering, like I just go out and get stuff. I don't have too many automated farms. Most of the wood I've gotten has just been from cutting the trees down here and over there. Like I mentioned, tiny patch of jungle somewhere, so I've just been like growing trees over there. The fact that we have timber, like I'm never going to be bothered to make a tree farm, of course. Anyway, then for mining, obviously built up a big stockpile of stone from expanding this cave. And if I need deep slate, genuinely I just fly down this big hole here to the bottom and mine deep slate. Oop, jeez, from down here. Yeah, so I'll just fly down in that big hole to do mining lately. Earlier, I do have like in the basement of the starter base over here, I do have a staircase down to where I used to be doing my mining. But at this point, it's just faster to just fly down that hole. Over at my friend's base here, we have a really inefficient skeleton farm. Or grinder, I guess. That I use for, repairing, mending stuff. XP farm. Just a hole here. I did upgrade it a little while back. You used to have to like go somewhere to spawn skeletons and then come down and kill them, and I did like rearrange it so that you can stand here and they will spawn. But it's still pretty slow. It does also function as a glow squid farm though. Unintentionally. Go through this portal over here. I'll show you the nether. So we don't have like a hub per se. Like it's obviously not an enclosed little area. We're not up on the roof or in the ceiling. But we do still have a sort of network of portals anyway. So that's my friend's base. Siblings' base is over that way. Some signs here. Spawn portal. Which I actually use more than my own portal these days. And then, my portal here. Come along here. A friend who just recently joined, hasn't been on too much. That's their base. This is a spruce village that's pretty... I'll just pop through and show you. spruce village on the sides of these two opposing cliffs. Which I want to eventually do something with. Upgrade all the houses. Make it sort of a spot for villager things. I will say my sibling who plays on here does have a massive villager setup over at their place. And so we've been using that for like books and tools and things. If we do continue along here, a long while back, when God's Folly was probably, I mean, I hadn't even named it yet, and it was like maybe a third the size it is now. I was getting kind of bored of it and was planning on moving, and so I scoped out some spots over here. So, I don't know, eventually I want to do like a Star Wars inspired little base over here. Build, I should say. Wouldn't really be my base at this point. And then I did do some construction in this big cave over here. I think I hadn't realized how big the cave under my own existing base was when I decided to do all this. Yeah, so we've got this tower inside a cave. Ton of tropical fish down here. Inside the tower. Oh. Did not remember about the armor stance. Okay. And down here there's like a second cave. So the plan was to like sort of fully terraform a custom moss and warped sort of biome down in this lower cave. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of ran out of ideas with this project and then pivoted back to the town. So it'll probably be a long while before we do anything else out here. Anyway, then over here is owner of the castle across from God's Folly. This is her newer project. Actually, I haven't seen this greenhouse yet. It's pretty cool. Yeah, another big castle. Which I only, just when we were over here, realized exactly how close these two portals are. So that's a little more of a world tour for you. Wrong way. I feel like I had something else to show. Oh yeah, it's spawn. So obviously I've mentioned about the data packs we use. I do have a couple of little custom things on here that are also just using command blocks that I set up. So you have this little wishing well here. If you throw a gold nugget in there, you get something random and small given to you. Amethyst shard, an emerald. You could turn your gold nugget into a gold ingot, potentially. It's just sort of a whimsical little thing. And then I did more recently add this weather shrine. Throw a copper nugget in here. We'll turn the weather clear for 7 days. Yeah, mostly added that for my own sake, slash for the viewer's sake, so that I'd have a way to turn the rain off without just straight up using commands. I don't want to just disable rain altogether, because when I'm just playing, like, and not recording, I don't mind the rain. But it's, yeah, definitely obnoxious for video quality. So yeah, there you have it. That's, I think, kind of everything else going on in this world. Because I didn't go to everyone else's bases. I don't really know how much anyone else cares to be shown on YouTube, so. Yeah. Do you know what? I feel like I had a project in mind that I was gonna turn my attention towards, and I don't entirely remember. I did finally have an idea for what to do with this building, though. I do want to glass it in and make it a bit of a greenhouse situation. I guess that could potentially be next. I'll have to go get a bunch of sand from somewhere. Yeah, I will say that's one thing. I don't think we found a desert yet in this world. Every time I need sand, I'm just in the riverbeds. Yes, I suppose that might be next on the agenda. They're sleeping. Alright, we made it to the desert. Oh hey, a camel. Yeah, we are not above the /locate command on here. Listen, your favorite Minecraft creator is using a map tool. Or they're using the locate command, I promise you. Worlds are so big. Especially if you're trying to keep a save like across updates, like it's kind of important to be able to just get straight to the biome you're trying to go to, so that you don't generate extra terrain unnecessarily. So yeah, I did come straight here. No idea that it was going to be right next to a painted mesa though, so that's awesome. The views coming in this river here were crazy. Anyway, I'm pretty much completely unprepared to be here actually because I forgot to empty out my inventory first. I probably want to set up a nether portal, and I don't have obsidian. This was an ill-planned journey. Well, anyway, I guess I'll gather what sand I can for now, and then I do have a bucket with me. I might see if I can find a lava pool around here. Got a portal going. But woohoo! Sand. Together. The new sand sounds are so nice. Okay, I want to gather some of this grass on here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep gathering a couple stacks and see you in a bit. So, I think this might actually be enough sand for just doing the glass on that one building. So what I'm actually gonna do is just fly back, because I think it's actually not that far. The boat was fun and all, but I feel like this will be pretty quick. And then I'll just come back and set up a portal the next time I get sand. So many villages along the route too. This one at the mouth of a river is kind of cool. There was one I paused to take a screen. Oh, hey, round portal. You know what? Change of plans. Gather up the resources I need to make a portal using this. Fly back over there. Make a portal after all. The gold block. Their chest. Ooh, ow, ow. No chest. Oh, I'm out of bread. about that? What am I saying? I'm gonna put the portal in this cool little cave here. Maybe not, because it's super full of monsters. Right at the entrance of the cave. Totally not a bad idea. Yeah, let's have a little bit of class. Not use dirt for the corners. Beautiful. Dang it. Wait, no. Perfect. Oh, don't tell me I had, like... No. Okay. I kind of thought I might have had a portal kit in there this whole time. Let's see how awful this is. That way. This may not be that far. Aha! Wasn't that far. Okay. I'll do some sort of signposting to link that up later. Probably not actually a walkable path, but at least not immediately. Or maybe. Upgrading the Nether could be a fun project to do next, to be honest. Anyway, I'll do this bit going on cooking up this glass. I'll just do that off camera probably. And then time lapse the process putting the windows in. What the heck? Please. Oh. Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Oh, I'm just gonna get kicked again. Okay, I don't know. My server might be crashing. Well, anyway, I'll get going on the glass and bring you back in after a time lapse. Ooh. I was doing the edit and I thought I forgot to record an intro for this episode, but I literally just found it. Anyway, this is the outro for this episode. Thanks for watching. I started work on the Nether project, but I decided that's going to be the start of next episode. So, we'll see you in that one. Bye.